And listen, good brothers and sisters. There are things I do say, and I will still stand on the ground to speak that truth and that fact. You can see that the Daily Post now are collected money to post jargons, to post rubbish, and you know that is Nigerian newspaper now. And you know everything about Nigeria is always, you know, come in a Nigerian way with a Nigerian form. Have you ever seen any facts from Nigeria? If Nigeria is the country that value good truth, or they face the truth and they regard anything good, you would have seen good taking place in Nigeria. But because good does not happen in Nigeria, that is why everything in Nigeria is following Nigeria the way Nigeria is. How can somebody come up and say that Orabueze have hijacked the database? Not only database, have hijacked the BLEJ of Simon Ekpa in Ezai, and secondly, now that Simon Ekpa is suing Ngozi Orabueze. How can Simon Ekpa sue Ngozi Orabueze when Ngozi Orabueze is following the foundation and the platform of Simon Ekpa? And Ngozi Orabueze have established, and God have used her to do something that which Simon Ekpa, if he has his way of freedom, this is part of the things that he intended to do and to achieve. Was he not the one that you know, that founded that December 2nd to redeclare Biafra? Is that not so? Then was he not the one who formed it? Let me tell you, you see all these people that are coming up with all these jabajantis. I call it jabajantis because it doesn't make sense. Are the people, the same set of people, Nigerian paid elements, Nigerian instruments, that which by mistakenly PM allowed into the Biafran struggle under his platform, under his watch, which Nigeria used them to penetrate and to enter. Because let it not be that PM is running one kind of government that he don't want to carry people along. Mistakenly, he went and include Nigerian elements in this struggle that betrayed him today. Because our PM can never be in finished government court fighting for defending himself over the alleged matter they leveled against him. At the same time, they sue Ngozi Orabueze.
Nothing is possible.
It is not possible.
But I can do it through other lawyers I have. The person suing him is Amanda Biri, a US-based. The
US-based Amanda Biri is an Amanda Biri of Nigerian paid element Amanda Biri. It's a Nigerian lawyer that have collected money just like every other element that collected money to betray Simon Ekpa. The people that don't want the declaration that took place November 29, because it was supposed to be declared in December 2nd. Before what happened now happened, because they don't want it to take place. But God so smarter than human being, God now influenced this woman by the Spirit and pushed her to take that dream unaware as they expected. And it was announced on the 29th November instead of December 2nd. And that was why you see some element, Nigerian element, in the bridge, in that struggle that was among the pick and offense. These are the group of men that picked an offense because their dream was not, you know, have been devastated, has been balkanized, have been bastardized. You understand? So it did not work according to plan and according to as paid. You understand? According to plan and as according to paid, they are being paid for. You see it that this thing they have become since that day. They are not happy. Why is it that they did not sue this woman ever since? Until now, she successfully established, successfully given us what Simon Ekpa would have even equally given to us if we were allowed to proceed to continue, if not by all those betrayers, if not by all those saboteurs who sabotage him on the process, on the road to the journey of success. on the road to our Canaan land, on the road to our better land. They sabotaged him, and someone like a Ngozi or Abueze, someone like a woman, like that great woman, pick it up and continue from where he has stopped. I mean, Simon Ekpa. And she pick it up, and today you can see us having our embassy. And let me tell you, any nation that is not a nation can never have embassy. And for you to have embassy, that means you have been recognized as a nation. And this is something that they cannot achieve, and they know the importance of doing it. That is why now that she successfully achieved that, and the credit will go more to God Almighty and to her, and to what? To the struggle which they never wish, which they never want. You see why they now came up with that Fulani man as a lawyer to petition Ngozi or Abueze. He's a Fulani US lawyer.
But a lot of people
look at his name, Dabiri of Alpha.
But a lot of people are saying that they've never heard of this man, working with Simon Ekpa before. So how come a USB lawyer?
Just so from nowhere. That is to tell you, these are the group of Nigerian paid elements that dangle themselves into the struggle to deceive in order to stop us that program, and that these are the same people that was used to betray and to sabotage our man, our person. Just the same way they sabotage Majen Namdekanu, the same way they sabotage Simon Ekpa. And this woman, being smart enough, now depart from them, separate from them. You understand? Separate himself. The Bible said in the book of Acts chapter 13, and the Holy Spirit, he came down. He said, separate me, Barnabas, from Paul. Separate me, Barnabas, from Paul, for the assignment and the vision and the calling which I have for them. And if not for that separation, there will be no written of 14 chapters in the Bible, in the New Testament. And if not for that separation, there will be nothing like a Biafran embassy in Washington, D.C. Thank God for that separation, because it was the separation that have given the Biafran embassy in a whole Washington, D.C. You know what that tells? So these are the group of Nigerian men, saboteurs. They are the one, because Dabiri, where was Dabiri? No, I want to know. And when did the Dabiri become a freedom fighter or a Biafran fighter?
But wait, one of the people that Ngozi or Abueze was not happy with or attacked was Elias, who is a Biafran lobbyist. She really attacked his firm and the Elias self of being used by some set of persons or the Nigerian government to what? To strangulate or they want to truncate, yes, that's the word. Truncate Biafra, sovereignty.
Yes, it has been like that earlier. There have been like that in the mission of the vision. And whenever you have a vision that coupled with your ideology, if you do not have opposition, that means you are not prepared to grow stronger. So with this opposition, it means that no one. So the opposition makes you more, more louder. They are the one that announces you, because opposition is the one that will make people to take notice of what you are doing, or to take notice of you where you are. And it means that you are relevant, because if you are not relevant, people will not, notice you. And if you are not relevant, if what you are doing is not in accordance to yield result positively, people will not look at it. A tree that does not have fruit will have nothing to do with the children. Are you hearing me? But any tree that gathers fruit, children will gather that tree, because they will like to pluck that fruit in all means, with a stick, with a stone, with every other element that they know they can use to pluck that fruit. So Ngozi or Abueze should be happy that their enemies are coming like this. It means that she's doing well. That is what it means. So that debris, or what's this called? That debris US base should come up, both spiritually, both physically. We are waiting for him. And if care is not taken, if it's not taken, he go sleep, he no go wake up. Because Jehovah Okike, nke kere chi, nke kere n'igwe na mmadụ nọnyere anyị, Chukwu nke anyị na-efe, ọ na-arahụ ụra. Onye ọbụla ọ bụ nwoke ọ bụ nwaanyị nke si na anyị ama nwere onwe anyị, ya ọ ga-arahụ ụra, ọ gaghị ekunite.
Okay, so but the date for the court appearance has not been been made known to the public. But Ngozi Orabeze was the first defendant as against this suit. And
let me tell you, my brother, whether court come or court has not come, or court will later come, this thing has proven to me, he has given me thorough conviction about that woman. And I believe, except those that don't have Biafra at heart, it has proven to every Biafran that Ngozi Orabeze, is not a Fulani government, is not supporting Nigeria, and is not playing along with Nigeria. Because this thing has proven it now, that because Nigeria always go against those that are working for the freedom of Biafra. Watch the man that started it, Ojukwu, Nigeria and Britain rose against him. When it was really tried, despite the fact that one betrayed us, yet Nigerian government and British went against him. Look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government and the British, you can see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. On the 13th of this month now, he will be appearing in the court over this issue. Now, Simon Ekpa custody, facing his own challenges, even in the foreign land, Finnish land. So if they should come against Ngozi Orabeze, that means those that have been accusing Ngozi Orabeze of working with Nigeria and working with Fulanis are a bunch of liars. They have been deceiving people, and those that they have misled, they have deceived. I'm using this opportunity and this platform to inform them that they should have a rethink, that the truth is now coming out, that the person that they say that they are accusing that is working with Nigeria is actually going against Nigeria, but those that are accusing are the one working for Nigeria.
Evangelist, do you not think that if Ekpa regains freedom and this the BLG government camp, Ekpa finally comes out and vindicate them, how you feel?
My brother, Simon Ekpa cannot come out and vindicate evil.
Because we know that Ekpa would have known who betrayed him.
Ekpa know who betrayed him.
But we cannot say for a fact now whether
Ekpa know who betrayed him. And Ekpa can never come out now and see that Biafran embassy in Washington, D.C. and go against it. Not even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because that thing is a very huge plus to the struggle. Do you know what it means to have an embassy? Not just embassy, in a whole Washington, D.C. under the watch of Donald Trump. Regard to what is on the ground in America today. So it means that this woman have achieved a lot. Even though they say he's working for Nigeria, he's working for Nigeria, and he did not sponsor or promote anything in Nigeria in Washington, D.C. She promoted things about Biafra by establishing that embassy. It's a very huge promotion. It's a very huge plus to Biafran struggle. That means it's not working for Nigeria. So let them stop blackmailing that lady. So those ones that are blaming her are the people that are against our struggle.
Mona nwannem jela me akpirego ifa jona lelanye ewo mona nwannem jela me akpirego ifa jona lelanye. Listen good. No betrayal. Nobody is defrauding anybody within Biafra contraption. We are doing virtually well, which is why I always eulogize Orabeze Ngozi. She's a good woman. She is not in any way selling out. I know her too well. Orabeze is representing someone else too well. That's why all these accusations, yes, the same thing with Fulani. That's why Nigerian, Fulani, and the rest of federal government of Nigeria agencies who are turning deaf ear, jealous eyes onto what Biafra is achieving recently are trying to bring confusion between Ngozi Orabeze and Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. And I'm telling you that all the Biafran departments in exile are actually turning their back on that kind of propaganda. It is a propaganda that could not sell far. That's why I wave it off as what? Heresy, rumor, unquantified lies. Yes, and we still remain on the top. Why? Because Orabueze could not have in any way sold out. She's a good Igbo woman.
Posted it. Daily Post reported it.
Is being used by federal government of Nigeria's propaganda. Sahara Reporters is being used by some useless bad eggs within federal government of Nigeria as a platform to sell their propaganda to the members of the public. Biafra is not having any issue at all among ourselves. We are a strong united forces that are going to emancipate so soon on the continent of Africa. We are all aware of sabotage. What money can do, much havoc between two brothers, between husband and wife. Money can do anything, and let alone a Biafran nation. Whoever is telling us that money is bringing confusion in our midst is just what? Bragging and the selling lies to the moon. It's a fairy story. When anybody is telling you that Orabueze, Ngozi and Samuel are having issues, it's a fairy story. Unbelievable, superstitious tales from the moonlight. There's no issue between Samuel and Ngozi Orabueze. Long live United States of Biafra. Long live Mr. Simon Ekpa Njoku. Long live our supreme leader, tested and proven, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is illegally incarcerated in DSS establishment in Nigeria. Kanu has been winning. A winning streak that continued how many months now? There's never a day Kanu goes to court without victory. He flies in colors. He always comes out as a winner. And he is coming out now. And Nigeria is going to pay much financial incentive to a gentleman who has not actually committed any crime. Yet, they still hold on to him because they don't like Igbo. They don't want Biafra declaration. They don't want emancipation of Biafra, sovereign state of Biafra. And I'm telling you, it is telling on them because Nigeria is a failure on arrival. Most of them that actually annihilated or disallowed Biafra children, they are preparing their documents because they are heading to International Criminal Court in Hague.
Okay, thank you.